Dear colleagues, I invite the next speaker. There is no need to make a special presentation because you know him well, Mykhaylo Havrylyuk, a Cossack activist of Maidan, Cossack of the 4th Sotnya, participant of self-defense of Maidan. I will speak about creation of Cossacks battalion and about urgent needs in ATO area. Good afternoon. Let's begin. First of all, what I wanted to tell you. First of all, about our Cossacks battalion. We spoke to the Ministry of Interior. We told them we are patriots. We like to help our country, and we would like to be legal, and we would like to be supported socially, and we wanted to have our separate Cossacks battalion. Their answer was yes, we agree. They agreed to cooperate with us, but Cossacks battalion. We need to have a lot of people. We have people, but not all of them are ready to be trained, physically trained, and that is needed. We joined our battalion, and special battalion. Our battalion should be special, and we have a unit of Cossacks, and our Cossacks should be strong, and for that requires special training, special tests. About 700 people signed up to be in our battalion, but it will be a special destination battalion. Not everybody can pass the test. So I would like to apologize. Not everybody can join our battalion. Many people don't have special training. The only thing I can tell those who don't meet requirements of the test, we'll find something for them to do. We are brothers, we are friends. We have also a civic organization of Cossacks Zvityaga. So those people who cannot pass the test, they can sign up for that structure, or that NGO, which will be needed. It will be in the rear. Some Cossacks will fight, but others will fight against corruption and all the rest of the problems in Ukraine. We need to set order in our country. You understand that this is a special battalion. We will not. This is just a brief information for you. I will not. I don't want to comment about other issues, about our needs. We are working, and we set up a charity fund to help our Cossacks, and my colleague Sergei, he will inform you about that. I would like to tell you about what's happening on the front line. It's awful. It's horrible. People who told Russia, help us, now they're quiet as mice in a church, because now they realize what they invited, whom they invited. There's a lot of devastation, ruins, people who are there, and those who came to protect Ukrainians. They came not to defend Ukrainians, but they came to destroy, to ruin, to kill, to murder, to become rich on our woe. And that's why that's their goal. We have to stop them there. We should not allow them to move on. If we do that, there will be a lot of calamity. And they want to earn. They want to improve their life. They want to make money. They want to earn money on our calamity. And they stop people. They rob. If they like your car, they stop your car. They pull you out, and they take your car. If you don't give up, the conversation is very short. If somebody is against, they kill you. Also, our armed forces started to press down those separatists and terrorists, and they have less of fighters, less of terrorists. Now they need to have new people. What do they do? They go to homes of people. If there are men who can hold a gun, they're told, "You called us, you invited us. Here's a gun. Protect. Now defend. Now defend your city." People say, "No, we don't know how to fight. We don't need this." They don't. The conversation is very short. If you disagree, they kill you. If you are disabled and you cannot hold a gun, they also they find something to do for those people. They give you a spade and they send you to dig trenches. So those people who called Russians called for Russian assistance, they have a lot of calamity there. So safeguard us. We must not allow them to come to Ukraine. And I would like to invite and call all Ukrainians. We need to help them. We should help our armed forces. We must help. We must help our armed forces for us not to allow the enemy to come because after them there will be a lot of calamity, war, and ruins. What does our army need? From basic things, they need Teplovizors. They need bulletproof vests. They need uniforms. Our state helps. The government helps. As you know, for several years, the government didn't do anything for our armed forces. They wanted to destroy it. And now it's very difficult for the government to change everything in a day or two. No. Now we need to unite and we need to work together. This is our common problem. This is our common responsibility. We should help our armed forces, all of us. Warm visors, also cascades, for us to lose less of people, and especially for intelligence when our armed forces used the drones. This is a drone is a very good thing, and they can save lots of lives. Before they go to collect intelligence, it's better to send a drone. And after drones, our intelligence can go. Intelligence units can go. I don't love long speeches. I informed you very briefly. If I forgot about something, my brother, who is always with me, we are everywhere together. We help each other, and he will add those things I skipped, and I will be happy to answer your questions. We have information that you had some adventures in Severodonetsk, in ATO zone. What has happened there? what was the role of Svoboda Party in Sevenyu? Yes, there was such a thing. We were there. As I told you, we are not idling. We are not waiting for somebody to do these things for us. We delivered humanitarian assistance to our armed forces, to our civilians, and now our armed forces liberated a lot of cities and towns and villages, and there are ruins. They have no water, no electricity, no food. Those are our people. They are Ukrainians. We must help them. So we will help them. And it just happened. We had a navigator. It's a wonderful thing, but it loves short roads. So it took us to separatists, and the device navigator took us to separatists. I cannot tell you everything, but Svoboda people, Svoboda Party helped us, and we had a plan how to get out. Everybody had his own additional plan, and people don't know all of us. People recognize me. That's why I had to shave my mustache just to change my outlook, and I could not get out. I would not get out like the rest of our Cossacks did, and because they would kill me, they would recognize me easy. Then Svoboda participated. Svoboda members, we call them. Under such a situation, we are united. There is no difference between Svoboda right sector or anyone. If they asked our assistance, we would help them. We help all Ukrainians, and so we asked them. We called Zaika, and we told them about the problem we had, and they sent a group, and that group, they took me. That group liberated me. That's true. It's not PR or anything. We would do the same, or anybody would do the same.
We have a question from foreign journalist. Please take the equipment.
Sergio Cantone from Euronews. Some days ago, it was said that there were expectations about some infiltration into Ukrainian territory from some green men coming from Russia, Russian units. I would like to know if you have some additional information about it, and whether we can talk really about green men considered as official Russian soldiers operating in Ukrainian territory. Thank you.
Я понял.
Talking about Russia, talking about green men, yes, these are Russian mercenaries. These are people who came here to fight. From them, the military equipment comes, and that is the military equipment that we do not have. Ukraine doesn't have, anyone has but Russia. Russia, well, that's the direct evidence that Russia is fighting against us, but they are saying, no, these are not us, these are not us. Now they are accusing us, saying that we are shooting at Rostov. And just recollect Finland, how the war started there. They were also saying that Finland attacked Russia, they were shooting at Russia, and this way the war started. Because they started attacking. At the same movie they are playing here, Russia, I mean. They say that we are attacking Rostov just to bring in the troops here and start the war. It's sort of, we started the war first, and they are sort of defending. But they say that they, what they say, that's just have no doubts. Yes, these are Russians.
But can we talk about Russian troops already operating into Ukrainian territory or mercenary, as you said? Because, for instance, in Crimea, when we were talking about green men, they were official Russian units of a regular army without insignias. In this case, can we talk about official regular army without insignias operating into Ukrainian territory? Thank you.
What can I say? In small groups, it's not like the whole army, but in small subunits, they are here. Yes, without insignia, they are in Ukraine. And those who are in Donetsk separatists, if you give them weapons, if you give them this grad, they do not know how to use it. But Russian troops are here, they are in small groups. They are not stating about that officially, but they come, they show how to use this equipment if they want, they show how to shoot at our guys who are in the field. Like recently they shot at our checkpoint where our army was and tanks were. Yes, these green men, they are here. They are not in big numbers, but they are here. Most of them are mercenaries from Chechnya, Africans, whatever. Some people, any mercenary who wants to earn money, who wants to get richer. So there are both mercenaries and Russian soldiers. Англійською знову.
Ana Lázaro from Spanish Cadena Ser. I would like to know how many people is in the Cossack battalion, how many people do you expect to have, and which kind of missions you are doing?
In our Cossack battalion, you can see we have 700 people, but now we cannot say whether all of them will pass this physical training exam, so to say. After that, maybe half will stay because a person has to be fit both psychologically and physically fit for the works that they will have to do. They will be cleaning the cities, and they will be waging war in municipalities. And so our mission is to clean the territory, to break through and to serve Ukraine, to defend Ukraine. Do I understand you correctly that the warriors of Kazakh battalion, they will be on the territory of the cities? Yes, they will be on the territory of cities. That's not a field war. They will not be waging war in the fields, but in the cities, in municipalities, defending, protecting the peaceful citizens and attacking and defending from all these bandits and terrorists. Then the last question from me. What is the emotional state of the warriors of Cossack battalion? Because of the recent events, our people are getting even stronger. They are getting more ready to defend the land to the last drop of blood, to defend women, children, and the future of Ukraine. And I mentioned that to many, I talked to many of them. Not a single one of the soldiers showed fear in the eyes. People are enthused. They want to repel the terrorists. I do not see any fear. I see that these people are Ukrainians and they are ready to give their life. It's like in the anthem of Ukraine, I will give my soul and body for the freedom. And that is what our soldiers are ready to do. Thank you, all the best to you, to the warriors of Kazakh battalion. And Thank you for what you are doing. We hope that the whole Ukraine will support us. Thank you. And Seryoga may add something. Maybe let Seryoga brother, say something. Maybe I missed something.
Доброго дня, мене звати Сергій.
I'm Sergey. Misha, don't go there. Stay with me. It's difficult to say better than Mykhaylo says. I can just add I can say that we do get practical experience in supplying humanitarian aid to Slaviansk. And now we see that people are in very bad conditions there. They don't have all necessary things. And the more civil society organizations are involved into that assistance, the better. According to the information that we have, unfortunately, the remote checkpoints are again in difficulties. They lack food and other necessary goods. We will organize the supply of humanitarian aid to these checkpoints. For that, we're using some internet resources, the website of Mykhaylo Havrylyuk, the charity fund of Mykhaylo Havrylyuk. The information is updated there. We launched these websites quite recently, and now many volunteers are joining us. And what Mykhaylo mentioned, this Kazakh this NGO, it starts operating all over Ukraine. It's very active, and thanks to these guys, we fill in the funds, and the guys sacrifice their transport, their property. They are engaged into this very difficult work. Talking about the special unit, Mykhaylo said it all correctly, that in the format of the battalion of special purpose, we cannot call its name. There will be a special platoon formed. It will be the scouting intelligence type of platoon. We do not mention any other parameters. We know that the volunteers that were those 700 volunteers who came to us, not all of them, because of physical parameters, will be able to work, to operate, because Cossacks are those who have to fulfill the most difficult missions. And the requirements are very high to psychological and physical condition. The guys who will not be included into Cossack platoon, they will be working on the territory of Ukraine, helping common people in the cities of Ukraine, first of all, fighting with the enemy, who's as dangerous as a foreign enemy, and that is corruption. That's briefly what I wanted to share. Thank you. I want to clarify. There are so many volunteers in NGOs who are assisting, providing helmets and other things. Besides this website of Mykhaylo, what are other internet resources where you have the updated information, what you need? We know about activities of such NGOs. We are ready to cooperate with them. All that depends on us. We are ready to provide what they get, to take what they collect to the front line, Donbass and other organizations. But here's one thing, and it's good that you asked that question. In fact, in big cities, in the capital of Ukraine, it works fine. But in small towns of Kyiv region, for example, we know in practice that the work is at the initial stage, and the refugees who are there, they have plenty of problems. They have nowhere to live. They have problems with food. A small baby, the toy was given to a baby, and this toy was given to a baby, and the baby says, "Oh, mother, I have a toy again." Well, really, the state cannot provide everything necessary, and That is why all people of goodwill, all patriots, they have, all the citizens, they have to assist their brothers and sisters who have to leave those places. We need to help them until the state manages to organize it at a large scale. Thank you. Website of Mykhaylo Havrylyuk, website of volunteer organizations has all the information. It's easy to find it on YouTube. Kazakh battalion, he has his channel on YouTube. The fund, it's called fundua.com. Thank you. Thank you.